Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 29th of August 2021. Before I start with anything else, I would like to recommend a YouTube video. So I'll leave a link to it in the description box and comment section below. But it's something called the Together Declaration. You might have heard of it already, but if you haven't, it's this thing that is being promoted by a few heavyweights actually, including Laura Dodsworth, who wrote that book State of Fear, all about the sort of brainwashing that's been going on over the last kind of 18 months. So she's one of the sort of players in this thing. Dan Aston Gregory as well from Pandemic Podcast, which I don't know if you can correct me, but I think he's been taken off under that name because this is actually a Dan Aston Gregory video I'm about to recommend, but it's under his own name rather than that name. So don't know if you can fill me in on that, what's going on there, but he's in it as well. And so there's a video which kind of explains what this Together Declaration is all about and what they're hoping to achieve, and then there is a link in the description box of their video. I'll also put that link into my description box as well, that takes you to the actual declaration if you want to go onto it and sign it. I've done it. It only takes about 2 minutes to do, very easy and quick, so anything helps really. I should tell you what it's all about actually. It's all about getting rid of a certain passport that they're wanting to introduce. So that's what it's all about. It's to try and counter that and to kick the horrible things into touch before they sort of even take off. As one of the people in the video that I'm recommending actually says, there are a lot of countries who are way further down the road with it than we are. And obviously France, this lady was talking about Cyprus. It's a basket case there, and you can't go in anywhere unless you've got the blimmin' thing. So I think if we could kick the passport idea into touch and be more or less the first country that says we will definitely never be having the stupid thing, that would be a fantastic example to set to the rest of the world. And okay, I know it's probably not going to happen, but if anyone in any kind of power or influence is watching this and you've got any sort of shred of patriotism to you, just imagine how fantastic it would be if we kind of led the world into kind of not having this and being a free and fair society. Our credibility on that has taken a heck of a bashing in the last 18 months, but if that did happen, it would go a long way to restoring our credibility on as far as that kind of thing is concerned. But anyway, I think this is one way where it could gain some traction. This Together Declaration, if enough people sign it, could hopefully make powers that shouldn't be sit up and take notice. I don't know if it will or not, to be honest with you, but as far as I'm concerned, every little thing helps. And I think that is one thing we need to be focusing on in the next few weeks going forward, just making sure that this whole horrible idea of the V passport never happens in this country. Anyway, I'll leave the link to the video and the declaration itself in the comments and the description box below. So, being the 29th, it's obviously the day after the London Freedom March that I went on. Hope you enjoyed the footage I put on in the last video. So, gives you a bit of an idea of it. Although there were good numbers there, I'd say it wasn't as big as the sort of marches in May and June in London. I'm not sure why. I think part of it is because there were events in other parts of the country. I know there's definitely one in Birmingham. So when there's those events happening, it does kind of detract from the numbers in the London one, obviously. So that could be part of it. And it's a bad time of year anyway. People are thinking of holidays and bits and pieces like that as well, rather than going on this kind of thing. Just hope it's not a sign that things are starting to slip as far as momentum's concerned, and we certainly need to keep the pressure up and keep this going until we at least get rid of this whole V-Pass idea. Anyway, it was really great, and I can't believe it. I literally had about 10 of you guys coming up and saying hello to me and Lorraine yesterday. So if that was you, thanks very much. It was great meeting you. Sort of fantastic stuff. And like I said, after the last event, I still can't really get my head around this whole sort of thing of having sort of relative strangers coming up in the street to me and saying hello. It's surreal, but greatly appreciated. And I have got some more footage that I took on the other camera, which I'll be editing and putting up in the next day or two. I've got to be a little bit careful. I know I was all right with the footage that I've done, but people are actually getting banned off of this platform now just for putting up videos showing these marches. Now I think it's only if you kind of linger on, you don't even have to say anything. All you have to do is just let the camera linger on the sort of placards, some of the more sort of controversial, shall we say, placards. And if you let it linger and the placard has a kind of message on it that the powers that shouldn't be don't like, you can have videos taken down. I know of one guy I've mentioned on this channel before, Marty Bucko. That happened to him yesterday. He was at the Birmingham sort of Freedom March, and I think from the sound of it, he was just literally filming part of it, and he must have just let his camera kind of linger on a contentious placard for a little bit too long, and so he's got a week's ban just in case you go to his channel and you wonder what's happened to him. And if you're watching, Marty, sorry to hear about your sort of ban, week's ban, but hey, it means your message is on point, and you're a real YouTuber now, so join the club. Anyway, on that thought, I will leave it there for now. I'll be back either later today, maybe tomorrow. Got a few people coming around for a bit of a barbecue, but definitely back tomorrow anyway. Tim from Fair Play now. Thanks for watching.